start. Finally got some practice reps with the starters because last week when he did that spot start after Dylan Gabriel got concussed, that was the first time he ever threw passes or was behind the first offensive team. So I'm interested to see how he can grow in this short week that he's got to get ready, because if he does well, he can keep Gabriel on the bench.
Yeah, it's this was set for a good storyline. They tried to have him set up for a perfect storyline last week. You know, Shedeur, you gets in the game, he got the lead. All he had to do is maintain it, beat the Ravens, he get another start, and then bam, he get to go against the man that his mentor that didn't draft him, and he get to beat the Raiders, and then all of a sudden you got to give him the job. It was set up for the perfect storyline. He wasn't able to hold the win last week, and we will see what he would do this week.
Yep, I forgot all about that Tom Brady mentor thing, but yeah, you got the Raiders; they're a weak team, right? So you should be able to put up numbers on this. What you got to do though, Stefanski, you got to double team wherever Max Crosby goes. You have to have both sides ready to double team him, right? Because that Cleveland line is brutal, and you don't want Crosby getting in that backfield quickly, because what does Shedeur do? He still relapses back to that where he wants to spin out, go back 40 yards and try to like create some space so he can do that. You can't do that in the NFL, right? Like last week, what I did find that he did really well was in that one that he missed Isaiah Bond on the back on the end zone there. He climbed up in the pocket and he had to throw the ball a little high because a guy was coming in and he jumped up, but he got it over him and gave Bond a chance to get that ball. Bond was just a little too short to pull it in. But I like seeing him climb the pocket there.
Yeah, climb the pocket, not keep going back.
Yeah.
Since he's not a scrambler, he keep going back to give himself space, and that's going to get you big sacks. That's all that's going to get you.
Yeah, that'll keep you as a career backup, and maybe not even that.
Real.
But anyways, we can get on. I got some lineup questions here of my own that I put into the program. So the first one up, we got Brian Robinson Jr. or Jermaine Ford in a 12-team 1 QB for a flex spot. Now, in this league of mine, I just traded away Travis Kelce and Stephon Diggs, so it's not really that important to me, but it's just one of my questions I have. I'm the third worst team in the league. So I traded, what did I do? Kelce and Diggs, and I got Dalton Kincaid from Buffalo at tight end, which has left me with this question between these two guys.
Is this a tight end premium league?
Nope.
I don't. You must love Kincaid then, because I'm not a Kincaid guy like that.
No, neither am I. But I don't think Travis Kelce comes back next year. So It was just getting what I can from him. And Diggs, I don't think is going to be part of that New England plan going forward. They'll probably draft a couple of wide receivers to replace him this year or bring somebody else in, right? Because they tried everything but to not bring Diggs in this offseason, but they got shot in the foot everywhere. But now that people see that May's a guy, that's going to be pretty easy for these Patriots to bring in some wide receivers now, kind of like it was for the Commanders last year. Once you see Jaden Daniels, right? Like once these guys show something, people want to go there and play. But between those two, I went with Brian Robinson. So,
oh yeah, it's not even a question. I don't. Is Ford getting him in playing time right now?
Tiny bit. And with Shedeur back there, like I don't see them running the ball too much outside of Judkins. And then this is another one I thought about here. This is the 12-team. This one's super flex for the flex spot, and it's Bam Knight or Ramondre Stevenson.
Ramondre, you sure he playing this week?
Let me just double check, but I'm pretty sure he was questionable coming in.
But
he is active.
Okay.
Versus the Bengals.
And you said Ramondre or who?
Bam Knight, and the Cardinals are playing the Jaguars.
I feel like you might got to go with Stevenson. I mean, the defense they're going against is butter.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, warm butter.
But freaking, I don't know if Henderson's got that job too, right?
Well, I mean, it's not like they're not gonna still give him. I think he still will get at least 10 carries.
Man, I'm not going to be surprised if Rabel comes out and goes, you know what, Stevenson, you're getting 27 carries today. We don't need Henderson.
That's why I say you can't be surprised. I mean, people have been looking for Henderson to do whatever, and he didn't do anything until Stevenson sit down injured. And if he got that old school mentality where you can't lose your job due to injury, then you know what's gonna happen.
Yep, for sure. So we'll go on to my next one. And anybody out there in the world watching, if you got some questions about your fantasy team, put it in the comments, and me and Terrence will give you our opinions on who we'd start. So here's another one I thought of. This one is, which one's this, John Menchie? So this is my Devi League. It's a 12-team super flex, and this is for my last spot. Jermaine Burton would now be off since he's been a healthy scratch, but Khalil Shakir or John Menchie, which Menchie looked good the last game when they played on the Thursday. So this would be his first game after, I think.
I'm always going with
the safe pick.
I know a starter over Mechie. How many snaps that man getting? I don't even know what team Mechie on right now. What team he on?
The Jets. And he just had like a pretty good stat line when they played the Bills.
You know what I'm saying? They do have Tyrod that's playing, but Mechie played he played 82%.
Yeah, like I think he's the main guy right now. So I'm kind of leaning to Mechie here just for the boom factor if he does go off.
But Khalil already played though, so
Oh, that's true too.
That's not thinking.
Well, I guess I've made my decision on that one, forgetting that the Bills played, and then Jermaine getting worked out. All right, well, let's go on to the next one here. So this one's a 12-team super flex for the flex as well. AJ Barner, who's been hot for the Seahawks, or Xavier Legette on Monday night versus the 49ers.
I'm going Barner. I don't trust no damn Legette ever.
Yeah, it's hard, man. I like Legette coming out, but just hasn't been going. He's had a couple games though. Like last week was pretty good until he got hurt.
I'm not ever trusting Legette.
I'll say this, like in that San Francisco game, man, both Carolina and the 49ers give up a shit ton of yardage. Who knows if we'll get the touchdowns, but the yardage is definitely going to be there in that game. And then this one here I got is in Goods League. It's a 12-team super flex IDP, but no IDP in here. And you get a big play bonus for anything over 40 yards. So it's a flex spot. I got Bam Knight for the Cardinals, Devontae Smith for the Eagles, who I'm not really trusting right now, or Parker Washington for the Jaguars for my final flex spot.
I thought Devontae been hot lately. You say you're not trusting him. I thought he'd been hot lately. Now this game is set up for AJ Brown to actually be the one because on the wide they're giving up to wide receivers that play wide out instead of the slot. But
he had one catch for 8 yards last week, Devontae Smith.
But he was killing it before then, huh? Wasn't he?
I don't think so.
Hold on, let me see.
I know he's had one big game.
I don't know what. Well, I'm looking. I don't know what the hell happened last week. I see he had 5 targets, caught 1 ball. What the hell was going on then? But before then, 14.9, 11.4, 35.1. I mean, what you thinking then? Parker Washington? What you thinking? It's hard. It's gonna always. It was hard. I don't think I could ever bench Devontae unless my team loaded. My team would have to be loaded. Benching Devontae for Parker Washington, they're gonna take some balls.
I've done it before. So in this league, the last 3 weeks, he against Detroit, he had 1.8. Against Green Bay, 17.9. The Giants, 16.9, and the Vikings, 45. And that was his highest all season. And he's only been over 23 times. So if he gets that big play, which is when he got that 45, then that's like 10 points automatically for a 40-yard play, right? So if he can get that, he's worth it. The Eagles are just struggling so hard this year.
Hold up. This the good league I'm in. You got Devontae?
No, that's another good league that I'm in.
Oh,
same sort of setup, though.
You don't sound like you like Devontae. I was going to take him off your hands.
Man, I've traded all my Devontae shares except for this one league. Same with my Jalen Waddle shares. They're all gone now, too. I have no more Jalen Waddle.
Nah,
I got to get
I
rid of
mean, it's I'm a Devontae fan, so it's hard. Like, I'll take him every time. It's just certain players I'll probably press the button on every time. They'll be on
Yeah.
my team every time if it lines up to the build I'm doing.
Yeah, and then Bam Knight looks like he's getting the starting job again, too. So do I go with the starting running back over the starting wide receiver? Because he's going to get touches and in the backfield, too. Just the Jaguars are a tougher defense than what the Eagles are playing.
Yeah. I mean,
Because the
I
Eagles got the Cowboys.
I usually go running back over wide receiver, but I'm just not that big of a Bam Knight fan.
No, neither am I. So right now I got Devontae Smith in my lineup, but I'm going back and forth. That'll be one I'll struggle with once we get off of here. It'd be right down to the wire in that league.
Then Bam not even getting no touches like that. Man got 12 points last week with 5 touches. Yeah,
They definitely ride the hot hand there right now. I want Trey Benson to come back for your league. But that's all my questions I've got. You got any in your league you're thinking about?
Let's go to my league. Because that would be my hardest decisions to make in my league. And
you need an injury-riddled team like I got. Makes it easy.
And I'm on the wrong league right now. I was about to go win it. Yeah, I think probably got a question in win a league. Before I move away. I got Musgrave, or pick two. Musgrave, Blake Corum, Shamir DK, Jacoby Myers.
What was the third one?
DK.
DK Metcalf?
No. Shamir DK. I think is it pronounced like that? DK. It's written like Dyke, but it's not. No, it's not pronounced like that. It's like DK.
Who's he play for?
He's a wide receiver for the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, Dyke.
See, I know it's not pronounced Dyke. That's why I know it's not pronounced like that.
Yeah, I think he is.
It's not. I'm telling you.
DIKE, right?
I know what I said. It's spelled like that. I said it's not pronounced like that, though.
Well, that's how I've been calling him all season. So I'm gonna stick with it. But I'm the worst person with names, so I can't argue with you. I'd probably go Dyke or whatever we want to call him, and Corum.
And I had decided to go Dyke and Myers.
I started Myers last week, so you must have just picked them up.
I think I had him last week and didn't start him. I haven't been trusting him at all. I would try to wait till his snaps build up, So
I started him versus Alex because he was in that game, which I played Alex last week, and then I dropped him because I started 3 tight ends.
No, this winter league, I haven't got the league yet.
Okay.
And it's just like my team is my team struggling in the league. It's a 14-man league. So my team just not good. It's just I gotta be honest. And I think it's because the linchpin in my team seemed to be Amarion Hampton. I probably had somebody else get injured, but Amarion Hampton been injured like the whole season, and the team just been struggling.
Yeah.
Barkley haven't been doing well. I drafted Barkley. That's the only league I drafted Barkley in.
That's why I don't complain. You don't hear me complaining about drafting Gianti in your league because the other guy I was thinking about drafting was Barkley. So I'm like, I think Gianti's done just about the same as Barkley. So can't complain. Even Gianti might even be more consistent.
Hey, you would think I'd be confident about this week because they're going against the Dallas Cowboys this week, and everybody seemed to go off. But I remember he had a perfect spot to go off against New York Giants, his old team. It was set up for a revenge game, and I picked him when we was playing our game, and he did nothing. So I don't even feel confident he's gonna do nothing in this spot. So
Yeah, I'm not either. They got Berkeley in a 32 man league that I got contract one. I got him, Lamar Jackson. Who else? Ahmad St. Brown. Like that's my key core. And it freaking I started out 4-0, and then Lamar got hurt. And once you lose your quarterback in a 32 team league, like it's impossible to get another one. So now I think I'm just one game over 500. Still got a secured a playoff spot already because the other two teams in my division are basically out, and then two teams from every division make it. So I'll be in the playoffs, but if I get healthy, I'll be one of the most dangerous teams in the playoffs.
nah, dude, I got a decision to make. I'm probably gonna have to drop this guy. Just looking at my team, it looked like it's Rashard. I got to make a decision between Rashard Smith and Kyle Williams, and I think Butte go out to play. So I think Kyle Williams going straight to the bench. I don't think he about to get no playing time. So I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to go Rashard Smith, and that's bad. So I probably need to go looking for an option for one of them because Rashard Smith haven't been doing nothing.
Is that your league?
Yeah, that's my league. I'm gonna have to go look on a waiver wire for something.
Well, Rome Wilson's out there.
Didn't I think he set up somebody. I know somebody was set up to do something when I was doing my stuff last night. Someone is set up to have a decent game. Yeah, it is Wilson. So I'm gonna pick up Wilson.
Yeah, because I almost just picked them up, but then I went with the other guy. Who did I just pick up? Do you remember?
I'll have to see after I pick up Wilson. This is a desperate start here.
DeMarcus Douglas.
Oh, I think the personal setup for that game is not the slot; it's the wide out. So I'm picking Butte to have a good game for that.
Yeah, I'll agree with you, but it was between Rome Wilson or Douglas, and Wilson I've already started a couple times in that league, and he's bit me. So,
yeah, I guarantee. Like, if it didn't work out, look like it worked out on paper, I wouldn't be starting me either. Like,
yeah, and I don't know about Aaron Rodgers if he's going to play, and then if it's Mason Rudolph, then Wilson obviously takes a little bit of a hit, right? So,
yeah, I need to be looking for other options. You saying that? But there ain't no other options. When you start looking on that waiver wire,
man, I'm used to it. I've been doing that all year in your league. My team has been so injury riddled. I'm glad I drafted 6 running backs to friggin' basically start that league out, and I still only have 2 of them left. I wonder if they put Rodgers' status out yet. Aaron Rodgers is inactive. So I would stay away from Wilson myself because I don't see Mason Rudolph doing anything.
But like I said, I got a choice of Rashard Smith and Wilson. Rashard Smith has been trash. Like, Morrison Harris being out killed me. Is Morrison Harrison out? That's it's killing me. And then H-Chan on by. It's hurting.
It's been a rough year with injuries and everything. Gunnar Helm's out there.
What the fuck have he been scoring?
Well, he's been around 5 points on average every week.
I saw Grisecki out there, and have he been out or just been scoring zeros? I think he just came off IR.
Yeah,
and is a chance he might. Yeah, I'm looking at it before he went on IR. Trash.
Well, they also got Noah Fant, right? And then they got that Tanner Hudson, and then they got Drew Staples, and they like them all. So,
you know who I would be playing? I throw out there. I would throw Terrence Ferguson as out there, but hold up. But how you score 0 points when old boy went on IR last week? What's that Parker? Did somebody pick up Parkinson already? Probably so. Yeah, somebody picked up the other tight end. I remember you told me Terrence Ferguson was supposed to go off this year. What happened?
He was supposed to. When they give him the ball, he friggin' goes off. He's just not getting the play time. I don't know why they keep going. What's his name there? That just went on IR.
Higby. And
then I don't know why they would go with them.
With Parkinson.
I think it'll be more Terrence Ferguson. I can't believe he's out there, and you can't even pick him up, right? If they got a
Yeah,
yellow
'cause
check
he
mark.
just dropped him. He
Yeah,
just dropped him.
yeah. So I think Terrence Ferguson's season starts today, but we
No,
shall see. There's
yeah,
Isaac Tesla out there
and
going
he has
against the
done
Giants.
nothing. A whole bunch of people have done nothing. I would probably trust Diami Brown. Nope, he's garbage too. I don't know what happened to Diami Brown. He's but he's garbage too.
There's Kyle Williams.
I just dropped him.
Yeah, there's
I just
if
dropped
you
him.
want a late maybe I'll do this instead actually. Yeah, I'm taking a risk here. I'm gonna
Oh,
pick up Jaden Blue
okay. Yeah, that's definitely a risk.
and I'm gonna start him.
Mm. I would rather start Chris Brown. And Chris Brown has done shit. Nah, I take that back. It's just a bunch of people out there that haven't done nothing. Not a goddamn thing on the waiver wire is Bears. It's just a tough league, man.
It is. You get in those 16-man leagues, the freaking player pool draws up pretty quickly. We only got about 8 more minutes on the show. If you got any questions about your team, you can put them in the comments and we'll get to them.
You want to go over some of these matchups and see how you think they'll go?
Yeah, let's start
You've
with
been
the
hating. You've been hating on the Steelers. Now what you got to say about them Steelers?
Steelers about to lose to a shitty Browns team.
You've been saying they was losing. You said they was going to lose 5 straight.
Hey, they could still finish where I had them. I've had them finishing at what was it, 6-11 is how I had their record.
That ain't gonna happen. Then ain't they 8-2 or something?
No, they're not that high. They're 6-5, I think. Let me
Mm,
check the standings.
they're 6-4.
Yeah. So they have to lose every single game going forward.
That ain't gonna happen. You know that.
Well, I don't see them beating the Bears with Mason Rudolph.
Got to be honest with yourself. Time to be honest with yourself. Time.
Yeah, and their schedule was harder at the beginning of the schedule than it was at the end, so that's why I had them losing those games early. But they
Time to
weathered
come
that
to
storm
Jesus.
quite well.
Time to come to Jesus.
Yep,
Uh,
I've stopped trashing them on mine and Alex's show though. Can't do that with how they're performing. The old men are doing well, but they're slowing down now.
well,
The
speaking
age
of
is
old men, you got the Patriots versus the Bengals.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting one. I think the Patriots take that one easily just because their defense is too good. I don't know what the Bengals were thinking even going into this offseason. You should have even if you sign Higgins, you should have tried to trade him, get another first round pick, uh, go and draft another defensive guy, bring in some more help on you got to do both sides of the balls here, Bengals. Your offense is putting up great points even with Joe Flacco, and you still can't win games because your defense can't even stop the other team once. It's just crazy. Like it's a 5-year-old building a friggin' actual NFL roster there.
Room temperature lukewarm butter. That's what that's what that defense is.
I don't even
People,
know if they're lukewarm. They might be soup sandwich.
we got the Giants versus the Lions, and Dart is not playing. You're getting Winston, huh?
Yep. I like Winston for fantasy purposes, man. I think you can trust those same wide receiver as Sterling Shepard. You can probably trust him because famous
Sterling
Jameis
Shepard.
don't care, man. He's putting that ball up.
Sterling Shepard then went back to the to
Or Wandale Robinson, sorry.
there we go. I'm about to say, yeah,
Yeah,
and
I get those
Slayton
two
and
confused.
them. I mean, I've thrown Wandale Robinson. I've been throwing Wandale Robinson out there. I don't mind throwing him out there. That's cool. That's about the only person I trust on that team.
Oh yeah, me too.
Theo Johnson. But I don't. I know he had a connection with Dart. I don't know how much Winston gonna throw to him. You got the Vikings versus the Packers.
That should be a good one. Packers are hurt all in the wide receiver room. Tight end Tucker Kraft's gone. That's the only guy who really had a rapport with Love, where they kind of knew where each other were going to be. Josh Jacobs is out this game. I think the Packers are going to struggle. So I'd look to be starting some of my Vikings players like Jefferson, probably going to be in for a big game because they're going to have to chuck it a lot and be hard to run on that Green Bay defense, especially with Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones.
We got Seahawks versus the Titans.
Yeah, Darnold got to step up. Got to stop those interceptions if you're going to be a playoff team.
Well, this the team to step up against.
Yep. And like Cam Ward, man, like I get to do this with Alex all the time because I never liked him coming out, and I'm like, I think he got the coach fired because he's not that good that they screwed up making that pick.
Well, I hear people that have more experience than me, like the football people talking about, look, he's been bad, but he's progressing. And they having him doing the stuff some quarterbacks don't get to do early. So I mean, I give quarterbacks the grace the first year. It's about the second year to me. And is the team going to put them out there and allow them, to beat him the second year, or go have them on, a short string, so it's all about the second year for the quarterbacks for me,
So for me, it's that fourth game. The first game, I want to see at least one throw, make some good decisions. You know what I mean? I don't care if you have a pick or whatever. It's your first game. Just kind of get the speed up. Second and third game, the defenses start trying to get in the game tape. But that fourth game, once they got that game tape on you, that fourth game, you got to bring your game to the next level. Like, that's when I knew Brock Purdy was the guy in San Francisco, was that fourth game. And it's funny enough, that's exactly when Kyle Shanahan says he knew that he had it. And it was even the same play in the second quarter when he just made that bomb pass down the one sideline to Ayuk, and then it went in. And it's like, oh, this is we finally got a quarterback. Like, because I called them the Alex Smith years being a Niners fan, but I only called him the Alex Smith years not because he was crap, just because he was the only consistent thing there for a good solid 10 years. But we also got the Chiefs going against the Colts, which will be a good game. Jonathan Taylor versus Patrick Mahomes.
Yep, it should be. Why you say Jonathan Taylor like Daniel Jones haven't been doing well?
Well, he is, but like he does well as Jonathan Taylor does well. And Jonathan Taylor is the engine of that team as far as I'm concerned, and Mahomes is the engine of the team for the Chiefs.
Yeah. So should be interesting. They playing at the Chiefs. So good luck, Colts.
Yeah, we got a question here from Ebony. Looking at my opponent's roster, do I play safe or swing for upside based on my lineup? Who's my upside play? So I believe that's in your league, right?
Yeah.
And Ebony's the one with the horrible luck this year, right? If I remember, Brooklyn Spheres.
He going against Joseph. Yeah, you better swing for the fences.
Yep. You gotta swing for the fences if you're going the top team.
Over this. Good luck. It's like I can't see it. Like no way. She already had people she already played Woody Marks, who only gave her 7.9 points, who was set up for a good spot. But I don't trust Woody Marks, so I knew he pretty much wasn't going to do nothing. And then Buffalo, who gave her 0 points, so she already starting off as usual. Brian Thomas out.
The question I see here is the only guy she can put in her lineup is on her bench is Justice Hill for the Ravens. And who do you replace him with? You can replace with either Sanders, the tight end for Carolina, or Musgrave for Green Bay.
And she should have dropped Kraft. I already told her Kraft wasn't coming back.
Yeah, drop Kraft, move Horton into that spot.
Yeah, I mean, ain't nothing she could do because we just went over what's on the waiver wire. Trash.
Yeah, I think you've got your best lineup that you got in there now. It's got to have a hope and a prayer. More bad luck for Ebony.
Going against the wrong team at the wrong time.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't help that. Well, he kind of crapped the bed Monday night or Thursday night too. Knox only got 4.
That's one.
He's got Mac Wilson though with Marvin out. He friggin' shined last week.
He's got McCaffrey that's been give you 25, either 25. So yeah, I mean, Wilson Wilson probably show up again. I mean, he ain't gonna show up with no damn 33 points again, but probably get him 15. So yeah, good luck.
Yep, gonna be rough. But anyways, me and Terrence will be doing this to the end of the season, 11:45 to 12:15ish, answering some of your questions. So if you want to come on, have some lineup questions, come and ask us. This is just our first episode of hopefully many.
Before we go, how you think this Shador game gonna go? You got to be. Let's be honest with yourself.
I'm gonna be honest with myself.
Because I know y'all love Shador,
Here's what
but
I think.
come
I
to
think
Jesus.
Shador's gonna come out, and that those first two drives, the planned drives, the 15 plays, I think he'll look sharp. And I think he'll look decent after that going into half. Coming out of half, I think Max Crosby gets in his head, and then he starts doing that running backwards shit. And I think we get Dylan Gabriel next week.
That's the probably most likely, what gonna happen. But he is set up. Is like I said, the Raiders. Raiders don't have a good defense. You got Cleveland, who do got a good defense, and Raiders haven't been playing that well. They're going to keep the game. The defense is going to keep him in the game. Yep. He's going to have every chance to win this game. It's going to be all on him. And guess what? If you don't do well, this might be your last start, your first and last start.
Yep, I totally agree. He's got to win this game. And not only do you have to win this game, you have to win it decisively, where there's like no questions, where people are coming out of that game going, okay, we're going to keep Dylan Gabriel in concussion protocol. You know what I mean? With the air quotes. And we're going to roll with Shador one more week and see what happens, so that you're not pressuring everything on Gabriel if he comes back and Shador had a good game, right? Like, you can play it that route, which is what I think would happen. But he's got to dominate against these Raiders, because if he's just average, they're going back to Gabriel.
Yeah, I'm curious what TD think will happen, since he keep on saying, man, he's one of the best prospects I ever seen, better than Luck. And I'm like, whoa, calm down.
I don't know if anybody with better Luck. Even our commandant that's in Texas right now isn't even getting those reviews that Luck was getting back then.
When I will say, I loved Andrew Luck so much, and when he retired, it hurt, because I had him everywhere. I had him everywhere. Dynasty, redraft, because he retired after the fantasy season started. After we drafted,
one week before the season.
Hurt me everywhere. Like, and this was one of my favorite players.
I had one startup dynasty that I did, and he was my first overall pick at the 1.01 in a dynasty league. You never take a rookie quarterback that early.
I loved watching Andrew Luck. He just that's why I drafted so much of him, because I was a fan watching him. I loved watching him. So.
Me too. Great player. We got robbed of his career.
Definitely.
But anyways,
until next time, peace.